So, I mean, we're going to see it. Everybody and their mom, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, of course. I think it's good that everybody jumps into the gym come January 1st. But everybody and their mom is going to give themselves a workout routine or try to jump into it too hard and like set the bar to a level which isn't actually conducive with easing into a new kind of lifestyle change where it just isn't cohesive with fucking consistency. You know, like it's just, there is a value to understanding like, okay, I want to get to a point where I can work out 5 days a week, no question. And I can do that on repeat, but it takes a little bit to get there. You know, you're not just going to immediately jump from zero gym exposure at all to now on a 6 day a week, push, pull legs, freaking grind. You know, there is kind of a scaling up from zero that you have to go through, but it doesn't take that long. You know, the problem is if you try to jump from 0 to 100 instantly, it's too much. You're out of what, and I didn't come up with this. I'm just referencing something I've seen before. You're kind of putting yourself outside of this comfort zone, you know? So what I mean by that is you could essentially think about you could say effort, consistency, intensity, whatever, like the amount of energy and like time that you're putting into something. If you start at 0, obviously you have to put in some to get ahead of 0, right? But if you try to go full throttle to 100, that's going to be outside of this little range, right? This little pathway where, okay, that's too much to do at level 0 or at day 0. I'm not going to be able to keep doing this and I'm not going to enjoy doing it. You know, it's just too much. So there is a certain scaling to think about. So what I'm trying to say is like, you know, every day push yourself to a degree of uncomfortability, which you can come back from, recover, and then go harder the next time, right? So not only progressively overload your weight in your training, but also basically progressively overload your, you know, ability to train for longer periods of time. Because in the beginning, dude, that can be a fucking reasonable battle, getting to the gym at all. So it's almost like, okay, I was able to go to the gym 3 times a week for the last 2 weeks. Let's add a day. All right, I've been doing 4 for a while, pretty easy. Okay, let's add a day. All right, this is probably about right. Let's try to make these lifts a little bit more intense. Let's try to watch some workout videos, not even tutorial videos, but just videos of some other guy who I like working out. Maybe try to copy some shit that he does. Okay, you know, go from a couple of different sources. Let's say you got a crew of dudes who you know or just you got to know at the gym. Now you get to talk to them about your training. I mean, it's just, you know, it's an upward spiral from there. But, you know, you got to accelerate into it. So that's my little shtick there. Right? So it's almost, I think it helps to think about your overall kind of goal reaching as instead of thinking, okay, where am I right now versus where do I want to be? Like try to get more excited about, okay, where can I be in a month from now? Where can I be in 2 months from now? And what can I do today to make sure that I get there? Because if those small steps are adding up, then it simply does become a waiting game. I mean, I love this about working out because there's really no barrier to entry. I mean, you can just do regular full body, or not even, well, yeah, you can do full body. Just like home-based workouts, kind of P90X style. You know, you don't even need a full-on fucking, you know, gym. Let's say you don't even like the environment. You want to do your shit at home in privacy. Yeah, man, go for it. Nothing's stopping you. So what I'm trying to say is there's really just kind of a set of things, kind of a checklist where if every box is checked off, or at least most of them are checked off, then it's not a question of, okay, is it going to be possible for me to make this happen? Is it going to be possible for me to reach this level? Is that even possible? And it's like a fucking magic trick, you know? If you watch a magician flip around a deck of cards, he asks you to pick one and then he pulls it out behind your ear and it's the same one. If you don't know how he did it, you're going to say, oh my God, how the fuck did he even do that? I couldn't even imagine being able to do that. But if you saw how the sausage was made and you saw the tips and the tricks and the things and how he did it, then the mystique, right, the mystery is gone. Now it's simply, okay, if I do this, if I get a good amount of sleep, if I train pretty hard, you know, however many times a week you can do at that moment, and I start to maybe hit my protein, drink a bit more water, Try to get some electrolytes. Or even just like stay more hydrated, get slightly better rest, and train hard. Dude, those are the big three. Frankly, everything else kind of falls behind the value of just keeping those things in order. So that's my thoughts there, man. It's not where you are, but it's where you can see yourself headed.